इदमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं कुछ लोग जानते ही नहीं है ये श्लोक का, ऐसे कैसे? सबको साथ में बोलना है। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं
देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं।
देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्ण वन्दे जगद्गुरुं।
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने
प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः।
प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः।
ॐ शान्ति
शान्ति शान्ति।
Okay, welcome all of you to this therapeutic application of yoga in Bhagavad Gita and Yoga Vasishta. So we are trying to make the foundation a strong foundation for entering into therapeutic application. So the yoga of Bhagavad Gita, how can that yoga of Bhagavad Gita be therapeutic? To know that, you need to know first the foundational concepts of Bhagavad Gita. For that, Mahabharata. For that, you should know the scriptural knowledge is very important. Without scriptural knowledge, that's why I told you, Bharatam Sarvashastreshu Bharate Geetikavara Vishnu Sahasranamapi Gneyam Patyamcha Tadvayam. And we should always know these shastras, like scriptures like Mahabharata is not just historical. It is not just a historical event which happened 5,200 years ago. The fight for a piece of land, two cousin brothers fighting for that. It is not just the story of a family, Pandavas and Kauravas. Many people think that it is just one of the event. What is great? Now every home has this kind of battle, is it not? Then what is special in Pandavas and Kauravas? Why it should be highlighted? If it were to be only for the piece of land battle, then nobody would have remembered this story for these many years, 5,000 years. Is it not? 5,000 years later also, who will remember? Every family has got this kind of, all those families' stories will be remembered. No. Then it should be more than that. It is not just a family fight between Pandavas and Kauravas for the piece of land. No. So that's why Vedavyasa says in Mahabharata, Manvadi kechid bruvati hi astikadi tathapare tato uparicharadanye bharatam parichakshate. These two shlokas, what I told you, no? So Bharatam Sarvashastreshu, you must remember always. Why Mahabharata is considered as the greatest epic? The world never has witnessed earlier and it is going to witness in future, because that is the impact. Because it is not just historical event, it is manvadi kechid bruvati. Some of the scholars, they say that it is the psychoanalysis of human race. Manvadi, Manvadi means many people think that Manu, just I told you, no, Swayambhu, Manu, Swarabhisha Manu, it is the story of Manus. No, it is Manvadi means it is not the story of Manus. Manvadi means it is the story of self. It is the story of your own mind. How your mind can behave. It is the study of mind of all the people. How mind is going to behave in different situations. So it is the story of your own mind. That's why psychoanalysis we call it. Manvadi kechit bruvati. Some people, some scholars say that it is Manvadi. That is psychoanalysis of human race. That means Mahabharata has got psychological interpretation. You should know that. Mahabharata is nothing but psychological interpretation of the human race. Human race means not only in India, human race is found wherever you find the human race, everywhere. So it is not just limited to this land. It is not limited to only Bharata, Bharatavumi. It is connected to everywhere. Wherever there is population, wherever there is human race. So there and all, it is the psychoanalysis of human race. That's why Manvadi. Astikadi tatapare. Astikadi means those who are astikas like Pandava's story. It is the story of historical interpretation. Astikadi tatapare means Astikas are God-believing people. Pandavas, definitely they are God-believing. Is it not? So Pandavas, they were God-believing, and that is why Astikadi Tatapare, it is the story of Pandavas. It is the story of Pandu and his sons. So that is why it is historical interpretation. So Mahabharata has three interpretations. Three levels of interpretations of Mahabharata. Mahabharata is psychological interpretation. Mahabharata has a historical interpretation. And the third interpretation is Tato Uparicharadanye. Uparichara means it is the spiritual interpretation. Upari means Upa. It is the supreme. So it has the interpretation of Uparicharadanye, Tato Uparicharadanye. There are three type of scholars. Those who consider Mahabharata as psychological, those who consider Mahabharata as historical, and those who consider Mahabharata as spiritual. So three interpretations: psychological interpretation, historical interpretation, and spiritual interpretation. So that is why Mahabharata is considered as not just a story. It is the psychoanalysis of human race. As long as a human race is going to be there on this earth, till then, this story will be remembered for their own analysis. That's why I told you, there was only one Duryodhana during the time of Mahabharata. Now every house has got one Duryodhana. दूसरों का जमीन जायदाद को हड़पने वाले वो सब दुर्योधनी है ना? बगल का जो जगह था वो जगह आप हड़प लिया. So that means where you have the attitude of snatching, land grabbers, all the land grabbers are Duryodhanas representatives. Remember. So like that, every character in Mahabharata. So it is human race, it is all human tendency. Duryodhana is there, Shakuni is there, Krishna is there, Dharmaraja is there, Bhima is there in all of us. That is why Manvadi kechit privatihi astikadi tathapare. Tato uparicharadanya. Some people say that it is the spiritual interpretation. So we have Mahabharata 100,000 verses. All these 100,000 verses are distributed in 18 parvas. I hope all of you are collecting it, started writing it. Okay? Keep on collecting it, and exclusively on Wednesday, I am not going to be here. Day after tomorrow, I will be on leave. It is your duty to sit and complete that assignment. And Thursday, I want to see how you have written. You have to submit all those things, whatever I have told you. Is it not? That is what is your assignment, which continues. Okay? Wednesday, you are not going to go anywhere. You have to sit here or do the work of this assignment. Okay? So Thursday I will come and see your collect your books, and later on I am going to give my opinion on that. You have to. All the informations, whatever I have told you till today, so that you need to collect, concise everything. You have been taking notes. Concise that in a better way, present it in a better way. So that is how you are going to prepare. If you are preparing for your life career, those assignments, actually in all subjects, assignments are meant to be your lifetime preparations. Yes, you are going to use that material for your career purpose. Definitely this Bhagavad Gita and Yoga Vasishta, the therapy of this, you are not going to get it anywhere. Is it not? You will not get it anywhere, because there is no such book, Therapeutic Applications of Yoga, in Bhagavad Gita and Yoga Vasishta. If it has to be written, then you have to, if you are a good writer, you attempt to write a textbook on that. That's most important. Yes. So that is why these are the three levels of interpretation of Mahabharata. And these three levels of interpretation of Mahabharata says that Mahabharata is not just history. It has something to give us the philosophy. As I told you, psychology and numerology are the two wings of the bird philosophy. So we need to find that both numerology and psychology are embedded in Mahabharata. For that reason only. So Mahabharata has not only three interpretations, there are many levels of interpretation of Mahabharata, each shloka. One shloka of Mahabharata, it says in scriptures, Trayortaha Sarva Vedeshu, all the Vedic wisdom, like Rikshaka, Yajurshaka, Samashaka, Atharvashaka, all the Vedic wisdom, it has three levels of interpretation, three meanings you can do. Trayortaha Sarva Vedeshu, Dashartaha Sarva Bharate. 10 meanings are there for each and every word or each and every shloka of Mahabharata. 10 meanings. Oh, that means 10 meanings. First of all, we don't know the direct meaning, one meaning only. See how that can have 10 meanings, 10 level of understanding of each shloka. Dashartaha Sarva Bharate. Vishnu Sahasranama, Vishnu Sahasranama, which is considered as a part and parcel of Mahabharata, each and every word, Vishwam, Vishnu, Vashatkara. So you all must start learning Vishnu Sahasranama. It is your lifetime task. In this semester, like 4 semesters, if you don't get perfect of Vishnu Sahasranama, then you cannot apply that as a therapy. So it is your duty. I am not here to teach you Vishnu Sahasranama. There are many apps which are going to teach you Vishnu Sahasranama. Go to that and learn Vishnu Sahasranama. Because it is told, there are 3 meanings for Vedas, each and every mantra. There are 10 meanings for each and every shloka of Mahabharata. And for Vishnu Sahasranama, Vishnu Sahasranama pi nirantara shatartakam. Every word, Vishwam, you can give the meaning, 100 meanings of that. Nirantara Shatartakam. Shatarta means 100 meanings. If you can give 100 meaning for the one word Vishwam, Vishnuhu 100 meaning, Vashatkaraha 100 meaning, like that. 1000 names of the Lord into 100. That is the meaning of Vishnu Sahasranama. Therefore, Trayorthaha Sarva Vedeshu, Dasharthaha Sarva Bharate, Vishnu Sahasranamapi, Nirantara Shatartakam. Okay, this is the shloka. Glorifying the Mahabharata's interpretation. One is 3 levels of interpretation, that is okay. But each and every word of Mahabharata has got 10 meanings. But exclusively, Vishnu Sahasranama, one word has got 100 meanings. I will tell you, in the life history of Madhvacharya, there are 3 acharyas, you should know. Is it not? In our philosophy?
Yes, sir.
In our philosophy, we have 3 acharyas. We consider them as the great acharyas of the whole philosophy. One is Shankaracharya, another one is Ramanujacharya, the third one is Madhvacharya. These are the 3 acharyas. You can never complete the understanding of yoga philosophy without the help of these 3 acharyas, because they are the foundational acharyas for our Bharatiya Tattva Darshana. Shankara, Ramanuja and Madhva. Why I am telling you this is, in the life history of Madhvacharya, this incidents happened. When all the people, they gathered, Madhvacharya used to say, there are 100 meanings for each and every word of Vishnu Sahasranama. Some of the Pandits, they wanted to pull his leg. So they gathered in one place near Udupi only, Ujire. Near Ujire only. Ujire is that place where now we have BMIS college is there now, Shantivana. That was the place where all the Pandits gathered and they invited Madhvacharya and they started debating over there. Come on, tell us the 100 meaning. Madhvacharya, he said, yes, I am ready to tell. Are you ready to repeat it? I will tell 100 meanings. Are you able to digest that and repeat it? They said, yes, we are going to do that. Come on, tell us. He started telling one by one. For the word Vishwam, 10 meanings, 20 meanings, 30 meanings, 40 meanings he said, and he stopped. He said, come on, repeat now, these 40 meanings. When you repeat these 40 meanings, then I will continue, remaining 60. Nobody could even recollect those 40. When you are not eligible, when you don't have the capacity to repeat or retain that 40 meanings, then what is the use of telling you people? You dumps. He just went out from that place, walked out. This is the power of Vishnu Sahasranama. That is why I told you, Charaka says in Ayurveda, Vishnu's, that means Vishnu Sahasramurdhanam Characharapatim Vibhum. You can refer to the Charaka Samhita. You can refer to the Chikitsa Sthana. Charaka Samhita is very famous for Chikitsa. So in the Chikitsa Sthana, there is Jwara Chikitsa. If you take out the PDF of Jwara Chikitsa, the 364th verse is this only. So many verses are there, shlokas are there in Jwara Chikitsa. So in that 364th verse says this, Vishnu Sahasramurdhanam Chara Charapatim Vibhim Stuman Nama Sahasrena Jwaram Sarvam Vyapogati. Every aspect of Jwara, it can be primary onset, it can be secondary onset. So we have, in diseases we have primary onset, secondary onset. That means where Jwara takes the primary course and Jwara can be the secondary to some other disease. So Jvara is the symptom. Jvara is the first and foremost symptom in human being. It can be underlying to some other disease. But all these kinds of Jvara can be removed by chanting Vishnu Sahasranama. This is what. So that is why Trayortaha Sarvavedeshu Dashartaha Sarva Bharate Vishnu Sahasranama Api Nirantara Shatat. This foundational concept, if you don't know means, then you cannot understand the Bhagavad Yoga in Bhagavad Gita and how that is going to be therapeutic. So for that reason only I started last class Mahatmya, Gita Mahatmya. So I completed 2 slokas of that. 7 slokas are there Gita Mahatmya. You should find out in the Gita Press Gorakhpur, that book, Gita Press Gorakhpur, they have one yellow book. It is available in stores also. In whichever the language is comfortable, you just take that. There you will find these 7 slokas. Gita Mahatmya. Gita Shastravidam Punyam Yaf Pathet Prayataf Puman. So all the foreigners, if you cannot by heart, at least know the meaning of this. Yaf Pathet Prayataf Puman. Vishnoho Madamavapnoti Bhaya Shokadi Varjitaha. So one will get rid of all the fear and the sorrow. Fear and sorrow are the basic fundamental blocks which is going to bother us, because we are always fearful. Why? Because we don't know the truth. When you don't know the truth, definitely you will be scared only. Wherever you go, if you are not clear about the clarity of the truth, you will be always having anxiety, because you don't know the truth. Once you know the truth, then you will become nirbhita. You will never fear for anything in life. So Bhaya and Shoka. Bhaya is the first root. Shoka is going to follow Bhaya. Because of Bhaya only you will have dukkha. Because of fear only you will suffer from all the sorrows. That is why Shoka. Bhaya Shoka Adivarjitaha. One who becomes perfect in Bhagavad Gita. One who with all his effort, he is going to chant Bhagavad Gita and tries to understand Bhagavad Gita. He will be devoid of fear and sorrow. Gita Adhyayana Shilasya. One who is engaged in Adhyayana of Gita. Pranayama Parasya. Yes, pranayama is going to happen automatically. If you chant Bhagavad Gita, how pranayama will happen? Most of the Bhagavad Gita shlokas are Anushtup Chandas, 32 letters. And there are some Trishtup Chandas and Jagati Chandas also. For that to understand, you should know what is Chandas. First of all, you don't know Chandas only. Chandas means meter. Meter in which the shloka is structured. That is what we call it as Chandas. Most of the Bhagavad Gita shlokas are 32 letter Chandas. 32 letter Chandas means at a stretch you can say Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, Samaveta, Yuyutsavaha. There you stop. Mamaka, Pandavas, Chaiva, Kimakurvata Sanjaya. At a stretch I am telling without taking breath in between. This is what is pranayama. When you are chanting that shloka, definitely you cannot breathe in between. Is it not? Like another shloka, like Trishtup Chanda shloka. Nachaye tadvidman kataranno gariyo yadva jayema yadivano jayeyuhu yane vahatva nadi vishama Tevastita Pramukhe Dhartarashtra. This is Trishtup Chanda. This is 44 letters. When you chant Bhagavad Gita, pranayama happens automatically. You need not separately do sit for pranayama session. So Vedic chanting is also like that. Veda mantras when you chant, automatically it is going to happen pranayama in you. You need not separately sit for the pranayama session. That is why Gita chanting or Vedic chanting means automatic pranayama will happen. Pranayama parasya cha. Where naiva santi hi papani purva janma kritani cha. There will be no sins if you chant Bhagavad Gita with all the efforts along with the pranayama, which is happening automatically. You are not going to get any, you will get rid of all the sins, even what you have done in your previous life. Nobody knows. We don't know what we have done. First of all, we don't know what we are doing only. In this present life, how many sins we are going to do? Don't know. Then what do we know about the previous life? Nothing. Even that also, that accumulated sins also will get burnt by the chanting. Gita Adhyayana Shilasya. One who is engaged himself in understanding Bhagavad Gita. To understand, first you need to chant. To chant, you need to know the pronunciations first. So all these are connected. Naiva santihi papani purva janma kritani cha. Third shloka. Mala nirmochanam pumsam. Mala nirmochanam pumsam jalasnanam dine dine sakrit gitambasi snanam samsara malanashanam. Samsara malanashanam. So, where the third shloka is going to say, Mala nirmochanam pumsam. To remove the dirt from the body, what do? We take baths every day. Mala nirmochanam pumsam. Jalasnanam dine dine. Every day we are going to take bath. When it is summer, we are going to take bath twice. Morning and in the evening also we will have a shower. Yes, because our own sweat is going to stink and we cannot bear our own sweat. So that is why you need to take bath. Mala nirmochanam pumsam jalasnanam dine dine. But sakrit gitambasi snanam. People who take bath daily in Bhagavad Gita rupi snana. We are all doing Bhagavad Gita snana only every day in the class. Is it not? We are trying to know this very important Bhagavad Gita. That means internally we are taking bath. Bhagavad Gita rupi snana. Mala nirmochanam pumsam jalasnanam dine dine sakrit gitambasi snana. गीता रूपी जल से जो स्नान रोज करता है, that means one who chants every day. संसार मलनाशन. शरीर का धूल तो निकल जाएगा स्नान से, पानी से. इस भगवत गीता का चैंटिंग या अध्ययन से संसार रूपी मल. संसारा मीन्स दिस साइकिल ऑफ बर्थ एंड डेथ. हम लोग जन्म लिया, बट never we applied any application to anybody. Did you apply anywhere? And somebody sanctioned you this human life? Yes, go and take birth. This person has father and this person has mother. No application, nothing doing. We never applied anywhere. So we are coming and going, coming and going. It is not in our hand. That is only mala. Samsara itself is a dirt. Coming and going itself is a very big type of mala. So it is, so we have to get rid of this cycle of birth and death. So that is what it says. Sakrit Gitam Basis Nanam Samsara Mala Nashanam. Gita का अध्ययन रोज जो करता है ना, so definitely he will get rid of this cycle of birth and death. This is pramana. This is the proof. Samsara valanashanam. बट एक जन्म में हो गया तो हो गया क्या? नहीं, बार बार जन्म लेना है तो भगवत गीता का अध्ययन करना ही है. Because you can't understand completely Bhagavad Gita in one life, then what you will understand in one semester? एक सेमेस्टर में क्या समझ में आने वाला है? एक जिंदगी पूरा काफी नहीं है समझने के लिए. One life is not sufficient to understand Bhagavad Gita. Means what in one semester you will understand? So every life we are going to reach some target in understanding. And in the next life we will start from where we have stopped. इसलिए बहुत जल्दी समझ में आ जाता है भगवत गीता. एक बार पढ़ लिया तो हाँ मुझे ये लगता है कि मैं पढ़ा हूँ इसको. If you get this kind of feeling, that means you have started your journey of Bhagavad Gita long back, in many lives before. That is why it is very easy for you to understand. Then you will continue from where you have stopped. Always it is going to carry our impression of what we have learned will be carried into the next generation also, next life also. It is true. These are genetic impressions. That is how whatever you learn, it is going to get deep rooted in your thought process, learning process. You cannot unlearn that. You cannot unlearn. You may forget it. You may forget it. Forgetting is not the meaning that you don't know it. The moment you get the connection, again you will remember again. You need not learn again. So that impression which is carried in the gene, genetic impression, it is going to carry in the next life. I witnessed this in December when I went as a judge for Bhagavad Gita competition in Jayanagar. 250 children, they participated. Out of that, one child, it attracted everyone. How means, just her age is 5.5 years. How much? 5.5 years. At that age, what a child can do? It can demand for chocolate and cake. That's much only. But she chants all the 700 slokas of Bhagavad Gita. How is it possible? Yes, she says, I have heard and I have learned. If you just hear whatever you will learn, you will remember. At the age of 5, that means she has started her journey long back in her previous life. And to test her, we tested her. She is going to do reverse order also, Bhagavad Gita, 700. First of all, straight order only we don't know. She is doing reverse order also. You just tell 10th chapter, 41 sloka, immediately she will say, oh my God, this is how she remembers not only Bhagavad Gita, Manini's Ashtadhyayi, that is also remembered by her. Oh my God. No scholars only can remember all this. So this is what is child prodigy, we call it as. What is that? Child prodigy. That is how she carried all her sadhana from her previous janma. And she is continuing. So this is how Malanirmochanam pumsam jalasnanam dine dine sakrit gitam pasisnanam samsara malanashanam. Gita sugita kartavya. Gita sugita kartavya. Next sloka. Fourth one. Kimanyai shastra vistaraihi. Gita sugita. Gita means what? Song. Is it not? Gita is song. Bhagavad Gita means song of God. So easily you can translate this in English. What is Bhagavad Gita? Song of God. It is the song of God. Gita Sugita. Sugita means Sushtu Gita. It is the best and the good and the best song of God. Sugita, and it is kartavya, it is the duty of each and every human being. It is the duty of each and every human being to chant and understand. Sugita Kartavya. When you chant Bhagavad Gita, when you try to do Adhyayana of Bhagavad Gita, then Kimanyai Shastra Vistaraihi. Where is the necessity to study any other scriptures? Because Mahabharata itself is the essence of all the scriptures. In that Bhagavad Gita, it is the most core essence actually. If you cannot study 100,000 verses of Mahabharata, don't worry. Study Bhagavad Gita, it says. Because 700 slokas are the essence of the whole 100,000 verses. Oh, 700 verses also too much for us, sir. We cannot. No problem, Baba. 700,000 is too much means no problem. Just study the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, that is 20 verses. See how nicely they are giving you easy way. 700 slokas you cannot remember? No problem. 20 verses at least, 15th chapter. So the essence of the Mahabharata is in 700 verses. Bhagavad Gita 700 sloka essence is in 20 verses. And we are so dumb. Oh, 20 also too much, sir. We cannot. We are very busy in our daily life. 20 verses also. Okay, Baba, forget about 20. At least the last 5 verses of 15th chapter, you already know. It starts from Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashitaha Pranapana Samayuktaha Pachamyannam Chaturvidam Sarvasya Chaham Ridhisannivitto Mattasmriti Jnanam Apohanancha Vedaischa Sarvairahamaya Vedyo Vedanta Kritveda Videva Chaham Dvavyo Purusho Loke Ksharakshaksharayevacha Charas Sarvani Bhutani Kutasto Ksharavachate Uttamaha Purushasto Anyaha Paramatmeti Udahritaha Yo Lokatrayama Vishya Vivarti Avyaya Yeshwara Yasmat Ksharamati Aksharadik Atosmi Loke Vedecha Pratita Purushottamaha. These 5 verses. The concluding verses Yoma Vevama Samudo Janati Purushottamam Sa Sarvavid Bhajadimam Sarva Bhavena Bharata. Last 5 verses at least. Oh, this is the essence of the whole philosophy. First of all, to understand this essence, you need to know these slokas at least. Mahabharata 1 lakh verses, no sir, even we don't have that. Yes, okay, somehow it is agreeable. 700 slokas, you have to put all your effort. Oh, if not that possible, 20. Even that is not possible, last 5 verses. Even that, if that is also not possible, you are not eligible to live on this earth only. You should hang on. Khudkushi kar lo pehle. If you give any bahana, if you give any excuses for learning last 5 verses also, then you are not eligible to eat, drink and sleep also. Jeene ke liye you are not eligible. This is the main essence. So therefore, Malanirmojanam Pumsam Jalasnanam Dine Dine Sakar Gitambasi Snanam Samsara Malanashanam Gita Sugita Kartavya. It is your duty, Kartavya. Kimanyai Shastra Vistaraihi. Where is the necessity to learn any other Shastra? No necessary. Learn Bhagavad Gita, finish. You are going to be the master of all the scriptures. Because Kimanyai Shastra Vistaraihi. Why? Ya Swayam Padmanabhasya. Lord Himself has told this. Not someone. It is the Lord Himself. Ya Swayam Padmanabhasya. Mukha Padmadvinisruta. From the lotus mouth of the Lord, these wordings have come from. Then where is the necessary to go for any other scriptures? Because it has come from directly from the mouth of the Lord. Bharatamrita Sarvasvam, 5th shloka. Bharatamrita Sarvasvam Vishnor Vaktradvinisrutam. Bharata is like Amrita, nectar. Nectar of everything. Because it has come from the mouth of the Lord. Vishnor Vaktradvinisrutam. वक्त्र मीन्स माउथ, विष्णु के मुंह से निकला हुआ है। गीता गंगोदकम पीत्वा, एक गीता रूपी गंगा जो है, गंगा, गीता इज कंपेयर्ड टू गंगा, गैंजेस, इन इंग्लिश वी कॉल गैंजेस। गंगा जब आता है मुंह से तो गंगा ही बोलना है, गैंजेस नहीं बोलना है। हम अंग्रेज लोग थोड़ी हैं, तो बहुत सारे शब्दों को उन्होंने उल्टा पुल्टा कर दिया क्योंकि उनके मुंह से नहीं निकलता है ठीक से। द गंगा बिकेम गैंजेस, so that's why Bharata became India. That is another nonsense. So never call yourself as Indian. I am a Bharatiya. Yes, Bharata is the word. So Bharatamrita sarvasvam विष्णोर्वक्त्राद्वनिश्रुतम गीता गंगोदकम पीत्वा, गीता रूपी गंगा को अगर पान करेंगे, इफ यू ड्रिंक द नेक्टर ऑफ भगवद गीता इन द फॉर्म ऑफ गंगा, पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते, इट सेज ओ यू नीड नॉट कम अगेन, पुनर्जन्म। सो टेकिंग लाइफ अगेन इट्स ए संसार मला, आई टोल्ड यू ऑलरेडी, बट यू कैन अवॉइड टेकिंग बर्थ अगेन बाय गीता गंगोदकम पीत्वा। हमको गीता रूपी गंगा पीना ही नहीं आता है, हम सिर्फ पानी पीते बस। तो गीता रूपी गंगा, उसको कैसे पीना है, इसका मतलब उसको समझना है अच्छी तरह से। गीता गंगोदकम पीत्वा पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते, therefore 6th श्लोक says एकम शास्त्रम, if at all if there is any scripture, there is only one scripture, देवकी पुत्र गीतम, it is Devaki Putra Krishna's Gita. Ego Devo, there is only one God, Devaki Putra Eva, only Devaki's son Krishna. Ego Mantraha, there is only one mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There is only one mantra in Kali Yuga. कोई मंत्र सीखने की जरूरी नहीं है। एको मंत्रो, एको मंत्रः तस्य नामानि यानि, that means it is the different names of the Lord Vishnu, that is only Krishna. Okay, eko mantrah, there is only one mantra, eko mantrah tasya नामानि यानि, कर्मा अपि एकम, अगर कोई कर्म है तो एक ही कर्म है, क्या है, कर्मा अपि एकम तस्य देवस्य सेवा। Yes.
You are saying the 7th one, you missed the 6th one. You missed the 6th one.
Ah yes, that is what I am telling, I know. Ekam shastram devaki putra geetam, eko devo devaki putra eva. Yes, sarvopanishado gavo, that is the 6th one. 7th one I told in a hurry. Okay. Sarvopanishado gavo, that means if all the Upanishads are like cow, the mother cow, Sarvopanishado gavo, mother cow is like all the Upanishads, Sarvopanishado gavo. Dogdha, dohan karne wala, one who is milkman, who is milkman, Gopalanandana, that means our Krishna is only the milkman, Gopalanandana. Then who is Bachada kaun hai? Who is the calf? Baby cow. Partha. Arjuna is the one who is compared to the baby cow, calf. Partho Vatsas. Then Sudhihi Bhokta. Listeners who are listening to this Bhagavad Gita, they are the real fortunate people. Sudhihi Bhokta. ये सब दूध, गंगा, गीता is like दूध, milk. And who is the one who is drinking this? Sudhihi Bhokta. We are the people who are taking the benefit of this. Dugdham. What is the milk? Bhagavad Gita. Dugdham Gitamritam Mahat. So that's why it is a comparison. Beautiful Upama. That is the comparison. Beautifully compared to a comparative simile. So all the Shastras are like Upanishad. Upanishads are like mother cow. And the milkman is Krishna. And the calf is Arjuna. The one listeners are all good people, pious people. They are the real benefiters of this milk. And what is milk? Milk is Bhagavad Gita itself. So therefore, Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Gitam, seventh one. There is only one Shastra, that is Bhagavad Gita. So there is only one God, Devaki Putra Eva. There is only one mantra, Tasya Namani Yani. And there is only one service to the Lord. Tasya Devasya Seva. These are the 7 verses which are giving the meaning of the Mahatmya, Gita Mahatmya. Okay? We'll stop. Just I am taking now the attendance.